Hey, this is G. Bleeker, and welcome everybody to Genius Thoughts. I am here with Mr. Sean Pharms because I am the eyes, ears, and voice of business, real estate in the community, and I've got my celebrity sitting right next to me. Thank you so much, Sean, for being on the program.
Absolutely. Thank you, Gene, for having me again.
Well, you know what? Being the eyes, ears, and voice of business, real estate in the community, I got to have the best of the best sitting with me, and that's why I got you here with me,
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Well, I'm glad. I am glad that you're here because I got some questions I want to ask you. I want to know what's in front of your business card and what's behind your business card because I think you have such great energy and synergy. You're such a great person, and I cannot wait for the interview today. You ready?
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So you got to tell me about yourself and your wonderful family because I see you talk about them on Facebook all the time, but you got to introduce them to me, okay?
Absolutely. So my family consists of my wife, Yolanda. We've been married going on 16 years in April.
16
years. Yes, it's 16 years. And my daughter, Leilani, she's 14, and my daughter, Mariah, she's 10. And we're from Northern California. I'm from Sacramento, California. My wife's from Oakland. And we had Leilani in Sacramento. We ended up moving to Atlanta where we had Mariah, and we lived out there for 8 years before moving here to Santa Clarita and finding the little gem that we found.
All right, so how'd you find your beautiful wife?
So we actually used to work together at Verizon Wireless. So I worked there for about 13 years. I had many different positions there. And my wife, she worked there for about 15, 16 years.
Right.
And her department shut down in Sacramento where we lived, and that's how we ended up in Atlanta. We relocated to Atlanta.
That was going to be my next question is how did you get to Atlanta? Yeah. The job brought you there.
Exactly.
So you totally speed dialed your wife and said, Yolanda, I got you on my 411. You're it.
It's funny that we ended up going out there because normally I'm like the risk taker. I'm like jump off the bridge and, no helmet. But my wife is like, oh, wait, let's make sure we got our, the thing you got to tie yourself to, not the grappling hook, but just, she always makes sure that we're safe. So,
right.
So when she told me that, there's an opportunity to go to Atlanta, I was like, no, at the time I was, managing a couple artists because I do work in the entertainment industry as well. And she's normally the one that's like, no, we need to play it safe. But she just thought it would be a good idea to go. And we prayed about it. And we woke up the next morning and we decided to sell our home that we had just purchased and actually rented out first and moved to Atlanta. That's how we ended up out there.
That is amazing. All right. So I was going to ask you the question. Maybe you already answered it. But tell us something that the viewers might not know about you.
So the viewers might not know that I do have my own talent management company. Like I mentioned, I do work in the entertainment industry.
Right.
I started out as a dadager. My daughter, when we were living in Atlanta, she started acting when she was 4.
Have you ever heard about dadager? I have. I have not heard of that. I cannot wait to find out more about a dadager.
So yeah, that's a industry term. Of course, you hear momagers and, we all get bad raps, but, I just was right there with my daughter along the way during her career. And so I just put a lot of time and effort into learning the business.
Right.
And it eventually led to her getting so busy that one of us had to leave our jobs. And my wife was like, hey, I think you should leave and start homeschooling Leilani. She's getting so busy. And that's what I did. I left Verizon after 13 years. I started homeschooling both of my kids.
Right.
And it ended up leading to a job for a talent management company. And that's what I started doing, because I was able to do it from home, do it on my own time and still be there and raise my kids.
What was it like homeschooling your daughters?
It was fine for a while for the
right,
third, fourth,
right.
But by the time we got around to like 6th grade math and all that stuff, I'm like, okay, look, we gotta put them in something. I don't want them to fall behind. And I just wanted to make sure that they were getting the best education. I did what I could for them. And that was like right after the pandemic too.
Right.
So things started opening up. And yeah, I just wanted to get them, back into the school system and
Yeah, but
meeting
you know,
people.
that's such precious time. You know what I mean? You and the girls, it's something I guarantee you're never going to forget, and they're never going to forget, right?
It really was. Because
Quality time.
my kids know me. You
Right.
know, my kids know me. They know when there's something wrong with dad, when dad's not feeling his best, because they know me. Like, I have conversations with them. I'm honest with them. I'm real with them, maybe a little bit too much, but I'm thankful though that I did have that, and thankful that my wife supported me in being home with them in that way, because we all just have a really great relationship. I'm glad that our kids can really talk to us.
That is so awesome. So you're a working guy. You're like 24/7 in the work world, right? So can you tell us your very first job? What was it?
So my first job was at Robinson's May in Torrance.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to Dominguez Hills at the time.
Okay.
So, working at Robinson's May, I worked in the housewares department. I sold pots and pans. I mean, I wasn't the best cook. I'm still not the best cook. I can grill, like I can grill,
Right.
but I was selling pots and pans. I can teach you about like the all-clad and the non-stick and just all the different things that were out there. They would send us places to go get trained on these pots and pans. And so
That is hilarious.
that's what I did. I was selling pots and pans at Robinson's May.
Okay. All right. I get it. So they looked at you and they said, where are we going to put this guy? Maybe the pots and pans division, eh? Were there any other options for you, or they said, this is it?
Maybe I looked like I could eat. Maybe that's what it was. They was like, hey, he's eating something, so like maybe he could sell. I mean, hopefully he can cook too. But it was a lot of fun actually working there.
Well,
I learned a lot about just sales and like dealing with people face to face. So it was a good training.
Okay, and you say that because one of the things I've always known about him is that you're all about customer service, right?
Yeah.
It seems like all these jobs you had, it was all about servicing the client. Would you agree with that?
All of my jobs have been in customer service. I worked at Robinson's May for like maybe a year and a half, and then I ended up moving back to Sacramento and going to Sac State. I started working at Sam's Club, and I worked at Sam's Club for about 3 years. Started out as like a cashier and then a supervisor, and then I worked in the photo department. But everything's just been in customer service. And then working at Verizon, I started out in customer service and then technical support. And then I did sales in the retail store for about 3 years. And then I started training in the government, business and government accounts. I would train the new hires.
So this is what made you the real estate celebrity that you are. It's all about customer service, right?
Yeah, it's full circle. It's funny how everything has really come together, even with what I do in entertainment as well. It's all just kind of come together that allows me to just help people and understand people.
Okay. So what got you into real estate?
It was just the pandemic, and the entertainment industry was going through a strike as well. And so things kind of slowed down, and I really needed a way to, of course, provide for my family.
Right.
I've always wanted to be in real estate because my grandfather, he owns, come to find out, he owned like many different properties. Growing up, I just thought my grandfather was rich. We would go up and see him every summer in Vegas. He lived in Vegas. He would take us to like Circus and all our birthdays and Christmas. He would send us whatever it was that we had asked for. And he was just a really great man. And come to find out, he owned like a lot of different properties.
Oh, that is amazing.
And so that always stuck with me, like, okay, this is the way for generational wealth. And
his name is?
His name is Louis B. Pharms. He's a Chief Master Sergeant. He was in the Vietnam War. He was in the Korean War. He's just a really great man, and just a really loving man too. So my grandfather, he was like a big influence in that way.
So cheers to you. What a great job you did in putting this gentleman together. So I love that. All right. So grandfather was a good influence in getting you into real estate. Okay. But the other thing that you're really great at is community involvement. Why is that so important to you?
It's really important to me because the community is like our small world around us. And, the world is so big. There's so many things going on, but, we wake up here, we go to sleep here, we're raising our families here. And so why not get involved to make our community, the small world around us, safer, fair, and just better, for everyone here. And my girls are going to school here. They're in elementary, junior high, getting ready to go to high school. And so it's just important that, I'm a part of the community because my family's here and I love it.
But it's more than just community involvement. One of the things that I see about you is that you're people involved. You really want to bring out the best in people. Why is that so important to you? And maybe it isn't, but maybe it just comes naturally to you because you always are out there praising people, talking to people. You are just so good and so kind at what you do. I mean, is that your mindset every day when you wake up, being the best person you could be?
I really do appreciate that. Thank you, because that really just comes from my mom. That's just how my mom was. We never had an empty room in our house. My mom still lives in Sacramento in the same house that I grew up in since I was 5.
How neat.
And she just had me and my older brother, but she adopted my younger brother and sister. We never had an empty room. There was always someone that was staying with us, and whether it was a friend or family member, there was always someone. But I think that just comes naturally. I just like to help people, and growing up and all the different things that I've done, I have always had people that just invested in me, and I truly do like helping people. I like seeing people grow. I like team aspects. I like working together with people. I feel like we all make each other better. And so it's just something that really comes natural to me.
And I think that's kind of like what attracted me to you is how you and I kind of interact together, that we sit down and we have a good time and we laugh and we joke and we kid around. But we're really kind of involved in each other's lives where we talk about what's working, what's not working. We talk about things of importance to us. And I think that's what you kind of bring to this real estate table is that you're a very caring person. And I just got to tip my hat to you. I mean, I'm going to ask you a tough question. And it's not a bad question, but it's a tough question. In your opinion, talking real estate right now, what would you consider the good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome of real estate right now? If you can kind of break it down into different segments, let's talk about the good, let's talk about the bad, let's talk about the ugly, and let's talk about the awesome. Can you kind of put your thoughts together on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the good thing about real estate is that real estate is possible. That's the good thing about it, is that it truly is possible. There's so many people in just Los Angeles County alone that are renting right now that qualify and just don't know it. And so it's just having a conversation about it. The bad thing is that real estate is possible, so there's competition. So there's going to be many people that are going to be going for a property that you love. There may be times that you might get outbid on a property. I just think that's why working with, the right realtor is very important, because that's the bad part of it. And just seeing families go through the ups and downs of losing out on a home or having to sell when they don't want to during those circumstances, and being sensitive to those circumstances, and, wanting to get top dollar and those things.
Right.
And what's awesome about it is that it's a great community. And I'm speaking in terms of like my peers.
Right.
It's a great community because we are all really working together to serve the community. By working with buyers and sellers, we're serving our community, and we're sensitive to everybody's circumstance and situation. And it's just great, like having great partnerships in this business to make our community members' dreams come true when it comes to real estate.
Right. I agree. And, you are such a great spark of being a positive role model in this business. I mean, you're very well liked and admired by the Exclusive Academy. I think in every group that you go to, people look at you as just a great light of opportunity and a spark of what it is to be a really great agent inside and out, But from what I know about you is that you just got appointed into a new organization on the executive committee. I hope I said that right.
It's for ARIA. I'm on the board of directors for ARIA, which is the Asian Real Estate Association of America. And that again comes from Rodrigo, just working under Rodrigo and being introduced to it. And again, I just love how this organization serves the community and helping minorities with home ownership. That's very important to me. And there's a lot of educational value that they offer to realtors as well, that I've taken advantage of, that's helped me in my business. And I just really love what ARIA stands for and what they represent. And I'm so proud to be on the board of directors.
Oh, that's awesome. So you mentioned Rodrigo, right? So before we went on air, we talked about Rodrigo. He's your kind of mentor in business, correct?
Yes, Rodrigo, he's become a really good friend of mine, a brother. We call each other brothers. And he introduced me to EXP. I met him at a SRAR event. That's our local association. And he just introduced me to EXP, and he's brought me in on some of the opportunities that he's had where I can learn from and grow from. And he just has really he's just instilled a lot of positivity in pursuing real estate, because this business is up and down. And he's been such an encourager. And I just really appreciate what Rodrigo brings to my life and in my business.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about this being an up and down business. I was just writing something in my journals about that, peaks and valleys and the ups and downs of real estate. It's so funny. I was just working on that project yesterday because it is a very emotional business when you take this business to heart. So I got to say kudos to him on being a really great person in your life. And I think he's done an excellent job. But we also talked about earlier about your greatest mentor in life on a personal level. And I think you already mentioned her. But let's go again. I'm going to ask you the question. I want everybody to hear about who is your greatest mentor in life?
My greatest mentor in life absolutely is my mom. My mom, Ari Lucille Pharms, like that crazy lady.
Right.
I love her. But my mom, whatever it is that you love about me, like about me, or don't like about me, it's because of her. I'm definitely my mother's son. She just, like I said, my mom is just a caring person and a selfless person. And she's done a lot for so many people. And just seeing how she loves people and gives people grace, because we all need grace.
Exactly.
And forgives people. I've learned a lot about forgiveness just from watching her through life. And I just can't say any greater things about her. She's just a beautiful, loving woman that everybody who meets her is just blessed to experience.
Well, she's done a great job in raising you as a son. So cheers to you.
Thank you.
And I love that.
She always says that's like the biggest compliment that she gets is from, about her kids, what people say about her kids. So I know she'll appreciate that.
Well, and very well deserved. All right. So any final thoughts you want to share with our audience today?
I would just say, first again, thank you for having me again. And, we know that this industry can be crazy. And the number one question is always, when's the right time? And that time is when it's the right time for you. And it's about having a conversation.
Yes.
Once you think about, do I want to own a home? Do I want to sell my home? Once that thought comes into your mind, reach out to someone so you can just have the conversation and then get educated about the decision that you're going to make, because this is going to be one of the biggest decisions that you make financially. But it's great because it creates just generational wealth for yourself and your families. And so it's possible.
So my genius thought of the day, it's all about education. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Education's everything in real estate. So educate yourself. And Mr. Sean Pharms, I just wanted to say thank you again for being on the program.
Absolutely.
You are amazing. And your mom did a great job. Your wife did a great job. You got wonderful kids. You got a wonderful life. And cheers to you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, Gene.
You got it, brother. Bye.
Hey everybody, it is Scott the Mortgage Stock with the exclusive Academy of Real Estate Professionals. and here to give a shout out to these incredible listings this week. So let's jump right into them. We've got Brenda Ross with a listing at $1,025,000. This is at 23922 Via Aranda, Santa Clarita, California, 91355. This is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,192 living square feet. This is a magnificent turnkey property with designer touches and custom features throughout. It's got a grand entrance through a custom beveled glass door into gorgeous hardwood flooring and high ceilings with skylight. It's got a spacious living room with recessed lighting and formal dining area with plantation shutters. Remodeled gourmet kitchen with an exquisite granite countertops, upgraded backsplash, and a stainless steel appliances. It has a custom wet bar with granite countertop and built-in wine refrigerator. Large family room with fireplace and custom built-ins leading to serene entertainer's backyard with sparkling pool. Enchanting tropical oasis backyard with a re-plastered pool, custom designer planter, large covered patio, and professionally landscaped, and oh, hear this, no Melrose. Absolutely beautiful listing there, Brenda. All right, Christina DeMarzo, we've got a listing at $524,900. This is at 38923 Newport Road in Palmdale, California, 93551. This has got 4 beds, 2 baths. Living square feet on this one is 1,750 square feet. It is a stunning property located in the heart of West Palmdale, near Highland High School and minutes from the mall. Open living room with laminate flooring flows into a large family room featuring a cozy fireplace. Open and airy kitchen with plenty of counter space for meal prep. Expansive master bedroom with a delightful seating area and attached bathroom, and creating a perfect retreat. Benefits of newer windows and sturdy block walls, adding efficiency and privacy. Don't miss the chance to own this fantastic home, as it won't be on the market for long. All right, we've got another one with Christina DeMarzo. We've got a listing at $584,900. This is at 2625 Candleberry Way in Palmdale, California, 93551. This has 4 beds, 3 baths. Living square feet on this one is 2,370 square feet. It has an elegant laminate flooring throughout the downstairs area, creates a seamless flow from room to room. Features a convenient downstairs bedroom and full bathroom, offering flexibility and comfort for guest or multi-generational living. It's got a gourmet kitchen, boasts upgraded appliances and a gorgeous granite countertops, perfect for entertaining with ample space and modern amenities for culinary creations. And upstairs, a spacious loft provides additional living space for relaxation or recreation, ideal for those movie nights or play areas. Expansive primary bedroom features a large ensuite bathroom, complete with a separate tub, shower, and dual sinks, offering a serene sanctuary after a long day. Enjoy the convenience of an upstairs laundry room, making chores a breeze and keeping living areas clutter-free. Located in a desirable Palmdale neighborhood with easy access to schools, parks, shopping, and dining. Again, don't miss your chance to make this dream home yours. And this is Scott the Mortgage Doc giving a shout out to these incredible listings with the exclusive Academy of Real Estate Professionals. Signing off.